Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to Healthy is Sexy by Simply Nature, and this is Jaslin once again, live with you. Alright, let me a while I'm going to post this on my own page. If you have been following me, and you will know that I always have a saying, alright, to change your body, you must first change your mind. So we are very concerned about the health industry right now, that many are suffering from all the metabolic syndrome and even the rise of cancer, and I'm here with you to share about health. So if you have been following me on my Facebook or on Simply Nature every Thursday 8 a.m. alright, so here and I am with you, and just a second, let me get this up. In a while's time I'll be sharing with you the 5 techniques, alright, the 5 techniques to release stress. How many you are with me? If you are there, I'm happy to know that you are there, and thank you for joining me every Thursday 8 a.m. and I'm Jaslin Chua, and I'm usually sharing on the platform of Simply Nature right now, but you are still following me on my own personal profile. Do go to Simply Nature and just follow or see first, because that happen whenever I'm online, you will be notified. Alright, so I wanted to tell you more about stress, and we know that we're living in a world full of stress. Mental stress, physical stress. I think physical stress would be much better, like my parents' generation. Physical stress, at very least, will help much better and a stronger body. But currently, a lot of us are facing mental stress and emotional stress. So I have with you 5 techniques to kill that stress. If you are ready, please say yes. Alright, so 大家早上好 once again to all my audience in Singapore, they are Chinese speaking, and 大家早晨 for all my friends in Macau and Hong Kong, and of course all my Filipino friends, magandang umaga. Alright, 8 a.m. live in the Philippines, in Manila, Makati right now. So I wanted to share more about the stress that we're facing in our lifetime, and whether you are meeting a deadline, rushing during the office hour, especially in the Philippines, if you are stuck in the traffic, and that is pretty stressful if you are late for work, right? So or you are sitting through an argument with your loved ones, or together with your loved ones. Maybe your parents are arguing, the kids out there, in this modern days world, you might see your parents argue more often than the past because of the work stress. Or you are actually sitting through examinations tomorrow, and some of us are probably rushing any projects, in school. So there are many forms of things in your life that is going to stress you out, right? Stress you out. Stress level varies from person to person, and when it becomes chronic, it can actually cause havoc in your body, or can really cause a mess in your body. In short, pretty much every organs in your body is very much affected by stress. And when we are stressed, our cortisol level rise up, and this can compromise the functioning of your immune system. How many of you know the immune system is so critical, in our body, so that we do not fall sick or probably contracted with a virus, with a passenger sitting right beside you when you're traveling in a plane, right? If you are there, please say yes. Too much stress can actually affect our skin, our neuro degenerative disease. People are suffering from Alzheimer's, as I shared the last few episodes. Not only that, Alzheimer's, you call that other degenerative disease like motor skill. Some people are slowing down in their motor skill, and that is actually pretty common, and it's getting younger and younger. Number 3, it can also rise your blood pressure if you're pretty stressed, put you at the risk of heart attack as well, and stroke. Reduce the digestion of your food. Stress can also cause you to gain weight in your waistline as well. The size of your waistline will probably be expanded. In fact, there are a lot of countries right now, whether in Japan, Hong Kong, Korea, Singapore, the first world out there, it can also affect your fertility. Alright, hi Morning Santos, thank you for watching once again. Please comment. The negative stress of our body can also cause us to go as far as what? Condition like cancer and your autoimmune system disease that I've just mentioned, that's going to link to your degenerative disease like Alzheimer's, Parkinson, and so on and so forth. So I always suggest things as Simply Nature sharing natural. So my way of sharing on reducing stress today is much better in a natural way, isn't it? But it's worth it in the long run. You know, you might take it slow, but it's always better in the long run. You know, there are many techniques, many techniques in reducing your stress. You know, number one, which many of us have a lot of excuses, which is exercise. It can be a high impact intensity exercise. Some people works best if they run pretty fast, if they do high impact, it helps them to de-stress. Some people need the kind of exercise that are more slow and calm, which is like swimming, yoga, and meditation or Pilates. So there's many kind of exercise, high impact or low impact, up to you. But exercise is the best way, one of the best way to reduce your stress. Number two, listen to music. You know, some people de-stress by listening to strong and high tempo music. Some people do better, reducing their stress, listening to smooth classical music. So it's again, it's a way of reducing your stress. Number three, breathing technique. Deep breath. This will work to reduce your stress for some out there. Number four, as I mentioned, meditation. Or for the religious out there, they will probably go for prayer. Doing quiet time with whatever faith they are in right now. So number five, spending time in the nature. People who like to walk in the nature, whether going for hiking. In Singapore, I really love and I miss botanical garden. There's full of plants and flowers. It can help you to really relax. Number six, massage. I think this is the very modern way, out there, especially the working class will sign up for all the spa program, you go for the massage, you go for jacuzzi, sauna. Well, as long as it works for you. And number seven, hot bath, which is the cheapest form, you can do it at home. Just give yourself a hot bath. And number eight, hanging out with friends like myself. My way of distress is la kopi, meaning to say go out for a high tea with my friends to share about, to unload all the stress I had, emotional stress, frustration, anger, whatever, in the last week that's happened in my life, whether in work, on relationship with people. Number nine, probably you will want to take up something that is therapeutic, especially for the men out there, you're pretty stressed. And I think it works for me, very therapeutic, Number nine, which is doing housework. Probably doing housework will help to de-stress your wife and de-stress yourself. Some people actually de-stress, by cleaning, cleaning certain things in the house, keep your house clean, organizing your clothing in a cabinet or organizing the bookshelf, This can be a way of distress. The men out there, if you're there, say yes, alright? Because it will also help you to do a form of distress. Mopping a floor is definitely a great form of exercise as well. Cleaning your car, vacuuming your car is a great form of exercise as well. It actually distress you and distress your wife. So men out there, good husband out there, try that way, right? Number 10, which is something that I've come up with lately, a new hobby of distress. Gardening. If you have been catching up with my program, I've been sharing about air purifying plant, in-house air purifying plant or outdoor air purifying plant, because the pollution out there is getting even worse and worse. So having an indoor plant that can purify your air would be a great idea. So if you look out behind, is my wonderful money plant out there, actually give out oxygen at night as well. So gardening can help to do distress. So I mentioned about the way of distressing, in a way that everyone could actually deal with it. There's this 10 way out there. You can pick either one. If you would like to have the list of the 10, please PM me and I can send it to you in a while's time. You see, natural distress is definitely much preferable than pharmaceutical way, alcohol, or even smoking, right? And because it promotes your well-being instead of compromising at the end of the day. Many Asian healing systems have shared the same belief about energy of the body being the importance of curing your ailment and your illnesses. So hi Aaron, thank you for watching. If you are there, say yes to the housekeeping or the household chore that you can help your wife and your parents. Today I can share with you this 5 technique that I learned lately that I've been applying to myself to relieve stress, and I feel great about it. You know, I'm still using this method, and if you're ready to learn, you know, follow me. All right, this is a new tactic utilized in Japan. It's called Jinsu tactic. You know, Jinshin setsu. So it's Jinshin setsu tactic. You know, it's very easy. You can apply everywhere. You know, just applying pressure on certain acupoint, and it can actually reduce a certain form of stress in your body. It takes about 2 to 5 minutes anywhere, everywhere when you feel like you need to de-stress. All right, so this method of applying on your hands. So if you are with me, just follow me. All right, so let's de-stress on your left hand, you know, because I'm facing the camera. So this is my left hand, and this is your working hand. Your right hand is your working hand. All right, so what you need to do is to apply the pressure. First, the thumb is a form of where it will help you to reduce your worry and anxiety. So apply pressure like what I did. Relax your hands, just hold on tightly, grip tightly until you can feel your pulse. All right, and breathe in and out, and then you release. Do it again. Right, it helps you to release on your thumb worry and anxiety. All right, so you can relax your hands again, grip it really tightly until you can feel the pulsation. All right, if you have gone through a blood pressure test, when you put a system over your arms, that kind of tension, and you can feel the pulsation, you release. So every finger you will hold it for 2 to 5 minutes and doing the same motion. You can repeat it again. You can do 3 sets. All right, on each hand. All right, so let's go to the index finger. This finger is where you release your fear. Do the same thing. Relax the rest of your fingers and your thumb. Grip it really tightly until you can feel the pulsation. That is the pulse in your finger. Do normal breathing. When you feel that tightness, and then we release again, grip it back. You can do a deep breath. Now we go to the middle finger. This is the point where you relieve your anger and your frustration. You know, most of the people in Singapore, they are full of anger and frustration, right? Hold it tightly again. Normal breathing in and out. If you want to take a deep breath, it's fine. Until you have feel the pulsation, your pulse, release. Alright, and then you repeat again. 2 rounds in one hand, 2 to 5 minutes. Alright, so we go to the ring finger, where actually most people are feeling sad and depression. Try it on your ring finger, right? Same thing, hold it for few seconds, breathe, deep breath until you feel the pulsation. Release. Go ahead again. You know, actually, which hand will you feel more tired? Actually, it's the right hand that's working, because it has to really grip. You know, if you know, our body is going through a kind of electrons, you know, in short, we call the blood circulation. You know, you're just trying to improve your circulation by pressing the acupoint. Last finger, your pinky finger, is to stimulate your self-esteem. You know, anyone that is missing their self-esteem and you are having a very negative outlook in life, this can help. All right, do the same. All right, I'm showing you my eye level, you know, on my shoulder level, but you can actually do it on your lap. but I'm showing it so that you guys can see it. Make sure it's a very relaxed mode. You can do it during your lunchtime, during your break time. Especially everyone out there, we are on the work desk, right? You can do it even during your MRT. You're taking your ride to work. 2 hours, right, guys? In the Philippines, if you are doing in the Philippines, you can do it all you want in your bus, in your public transport. But in Singapore, if you are taking your MRT, you can also do it there. Alright, so you are done with your left hand. And then the last but not least, the last step, press it hard, which you can feel the center pulse. Probably you never knew your body until today, that there's actually pulse working through your hands, your fingers. Alright, and release. Do it again. That's your center pulse in your palm. Push it real hard. Hold it there. You don't have to be on this level. You can be on this level as well, but I'm just showing it so that you can see it clearly. Push it real hard. And then release. Repeat exactly what I've shared to your right hand, alright? Do it fair, so you have massage on the both hands. Exactly the same thing. Hold the thumb tightly to your index finger to release your fear. Thumb releases the worry and anxiety, stress level on due to stress. Your stress level due to worry and anxiety on your thumb. Your stress level due to fear, hold in the index finger. Your stress level because of your anger and frustration, middle finger. Alright, your ring finger will help you to release your sadness and depression. If you are stressed because of your low self-esteem, or there's something that in your life you're having a very negative perspective, that is your pinky finger. Alright, so do this to release your stress. This is a very simple technique. You can do it anywhere, anytime, right? There's no restrictions. You can do it as many times. This is just to improve the overall blood circulation, blood flow, because we are all connected. Alright, if you're not sure about it, by the way, we are connected in every part of your organ. And actually, I have a second episode that I'm going to share with you, where is the connection of all our finger points. Alright, thank you, Eugene. Hi, thanks for watching. So it's so important that we know all this simple tactic. Probably this has been existing for many years, just that it wasn't really passed down. So as I was doing research, I find this such a simple, and you can apply it everywhere, anytime, anywhere you go. Alright, and as I mentioned, you should know by now what are the stress that you have been facing in your life. So it's important that if you are a very worrisome people, so you are probably fall under the stress level due to worry and anxiety. Some people, they are stressed because of fear. I don't know what creeps you, fear of abuse. Some people grow up in a child abuse environment. Probably their fear due to the induced fear since young, being physically abused or verbally abused by their parents, and it causes that fear, and you have hallucination, and you have been suffering from, and you have been diagnosed by the doctor with schizophrenia, and all these are the fear that has been constantly haunting you, and you have developed a chronic physical illness, and you're on drugs. Then I'll suggest that you will try out tactics, as I mentioned, the 10 ways to release your stress. Listen to music, exercise, have a good breathing tactic, go for meditation, pray, spend time in the nature, had a hot bath, hang out with friends. Hang out with friends. Sometimes if you need to unload the stress in your life, hang out with friends will be the best way. Some people de-stress by shopping. I'm not sure if there are shopaholic out there. I don't think it's a great idea, because at the end you'll be stressed by the finances. Of course, also take up a new hobby, go painting, swim it out, do some gardening, volunteering work could help you to de-stress as well. As you look at perspective in life, if you start to help people that is in a even less privileged than you, you probably realize that how fortunate you are at the end of the day. And there you know your well-being, you are so blessed. So then you will not be so negative in your life. So there are many ways to de-stress, but what I'm sharing with you, the 5 tactics, is a way to have a better blood circulation, blood flow in a natural way, in a more simplified way, anytime, anywhere. So thank you for hearing today once again, for joining me every Thursday 8 a.m. Alright, all my friends in Singapore, thank you for supporting me in this program. I've been on my 27th episode, you know. Janisha, thank you for pushing us to be Janisha and Sorish Woman, you know. A very good morning to everyone in Sorish Woman. Thank you for Janisha for pushing me, and I'm finally on my 27th episode, and I'm so glad that I've been enjoying right now sharing with you guys about health. Alright, so Simply Nature, Healthy is Sexy, always natural, and we are always there for you. Alright, so if you have been following me or you have not and this is your first time watching, you know, follow us on the Simply Nature Facebook. Alright, I've been stopping featuring on my profile because I really wanted people to go to my company profile, which I've shared even more about health tactic and health strategy. Alright, so if you have been missing my episode, you know, you can always sign up and subscribe, you know, to my Facebook channel, which has been out on the second link that I'll be posting on my Facebook in a while's time. Thank you for being featured on the Asia Entrepreneur once again. You know, you can click on the link to read more about my health story. Alright, win the product, join our community on the fourth link, and none other than, if you are still looking for the basic, you know, natural wholesale food, you know, click on pipa.asia, and this will be great for anyone out there, especially the athletics. Alright, because it not only boosts your immune system, it actually, you know, bring up the performance as well, as we have researched enough. If you are keen on this, you know, click on to pipa.asia. Alright, once again brought to you by simplynature.asia. Jaslin Chua signing out. Healthy is sexy. Bye.